Okay, first off, I'd like to apologize for the view of the deck that needs to be fixed, but I wanted to show my new to me Coleman 425F. I've already pumped it up. I've already ran it for a minute, but let's start it again. I'm going to have to stop the video and restart it once I get it lit. Okay, a little hard to tell in this light, but you can see the ring of blue there. There. Yep. There we go. I've already checked the left burner. It works exactly as it should. When this came in, turn it off now. When this came in, that hinge clip on the right hand side was missing off of the case. I dug more through the boxes and found it. Apparently this thing had a little bit of a hard ride through shipping, but that's okay. Everything seems to be intact. It works. And this was bought on eBay from a guy who was reselling estate sale goods, and he was here in Texas, so shipping was cheap. All told, it was $19.99 with $10 shipping, so $29.99, $30 for a good working and fairly decent condition 425F. This is going to be a great partner to my 424 and give me the 4 burners that I've been looking for. Okay, I gotta admit, outdoorsmanship, camping, that's my passion. But I also live in the Texas Gulf Coast where we get hurricanes, and we got to be prepared. Now, I already have a Coleman 424 and a propane stove, so why, just why, would I buy a 425? Well, I have a lot of issues with the propane stoves. I prefer the liquid fuel. Doesn't generate those waste 1-pound cylinders, and I'm not tethered to a 20-pound tank with hoses. I've got this tank, and I refill as needed, but I can set them up wherever in my campsite or at home as necessary instead of being within a few feet of the tank. So this was an eBay find. It was an estate sale. It was nobody else had bid on the thing, and the starting bid was $19.99. The seller was in Texas, and the shipping was cheap to get to me. There was a scar right here from where it looked like it had been dragged. Oops, sorry. Where it had been dragged across a concrete picnic table or something when they were filling it. That color there is Rust-Oleum Sunrise Red. It's not a perfect match, but for what I'm doing, it's good enough. I'm just trying to keep rust at bay. I need to get some Rust-Oleum Hunter Green to fix this here and this here, which are common scalding points on these stoves. Everything else seems to be in really good shape. This clip had gotten knocked off in transit. I thought it was missing. It is found. The white spots on the case. I'm not sure, but it looks like the guy that used to have this thing, or gal, I don't know. Looks like they were painting, and these look like paint splatters. They'll clean up fairly easily. So, it is a Coleman 425F, and it says Wichita, Kansas, made in USA. That's always a good thing. So, came with a couple extras. It came with the factory Coleman number 0 filter funnel. I'd like to get another couple more of these. I have the plastic funnels. I don't really like them. I wish Coleman still made these aluminum ones. And it came with this propane adapter. Now, in the case, and I understand why my wife wants me to keep the propane stoves. During a hurricane, Coleman fuel can be a little hard to get. Now, I keep an inventory of it of my own, but it can be hard to get. And the 20-pound cylinder, exchange cylinders of propane are pretty easy to come by. So I get it. We've got the hoses, but I wanted 4 burners. I've got the 424. I've got a Coleman Classic 2 burner. Now I've got this thing with this adapter. I may just buy another one of these adapters. That way we can use propane. I can use white gas in the 424. I can use regular unleaded gasoline. This thing will burn regular unleaded gasoline in a pinch. It doesn't burn as clean as Coleman fuel, but it does work. Now, I've tested this thing. I had to clean it up a little bit, but it works fine. At first, I thought I was getting a leak out of the tip of the generator. I just ran the knob back and forth, this knob here, all the way open, all the way closed, all the way open, all the way closed, several times, and the leakage seems to have stopped. I did have a leak out of the packing. I just snugged this up. It's a 1/2-inch wrench, maybe 1/3 of a turn, and it's good to go. So this was a good acquisition. The price was right. Walmart no longer carries the 425 model, which is the red tank white gas only model. They do still carry the 424. The 424 at Walmart goes for a little over $100. I've seen the 425s at other retailers, and they're right in that same range, maybe just a little under 100. I've had my 424 for 15 years now, and I've never once had to burn regular on the gasoline in it. So I don't really see the reason to pay extra for it. But if they're the same price, yeah, go ahead and get the 424. There's so many of these things knocking around on the used market that they're kind of a dime a dozen. I don't know when this one was built. I'm not sure how to find the production date on this model. I will look, but for now, it's not that important. What I do know is these things have been around longer than I have, and I'm not a young guy anymore. So, well, that's it. Coleman 425, and this was my new to me stove. If you like my videos, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to go back into the old catalog by clicking my channel and then clicking on the videos link. There's lots of decent stuff back there you may be interested in. And like I always say to you folks, be busy, be productive, be safe, but most of all, be blessed. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.